I used to be the classic nice guy. I was always polite, always agreeing, always playing it safe. People liked me. No one ever had a problem with me. But when it came to dating, it just didn't work. I would sit across a girl at the dinner, for example, ask her about her day, nod, smile, keep the conversation safe. And then the next day, I would receive the same message. You know it.
You're such a sweet guy, but I didn't feel the spark.
Then I realized something huge. The exact behavior that helped me stay out of trouble in daily life, being agreeable, polite, and safe, was the same thing that killed attraction on a date. In this video, I want to show you the simple tricks that I wish I had back then, the ones that helped me stop being forgettable and start actually flirting, joking, and creating that spark. So in everyday life, being polite works, right? I mean, at school, being polite keeps teacher happy, keeps you out of detention. At work, it makes you easy to get along with. You don't get fired. When you go to the store or even when you talk to the police, especially, it keeps things smooth and safe. So politeness is great, right? But in dating, it's different. Because dating isn't about being tolerated, it's about being chosen. And to be chosen, you have to stand out. But if you're always keeping things safe and polite, she can predict every single move you're going to make. And then the conversation will feel flat because it doesn't create any emotion. It doesn't leave her excited about you. And that's why many guys hear the same line every time.
You're a good guy, but I didn't feel it.
They literally tell you they didn't feel anything. Because what matters most on the first date isn't how rich or good looking you are, but the feeling she leaves with. If she walks away thinking,
that was fun, that was different,
then you've won. Now, some guys understand this, but they get it wrong. They act over the top. They try to tell wild stories, often fake, by the way, pretending to be someone else. Like, think about Barney Stinson in How I Met Your Mother. Classic example. It might work for a night if she believes you, but it doesn't last. It doesn't create anything real that can lead to true love, which hopefully is what you're looking for. The better way isn't to fake anything, but to change how you see the date itself. Instead of thinking of it like a test, one exam where you can only pass by being safe, think of it like a game. And in any game, if one player just plays it safe, it's boring. The fun actually comes from little surprises, from pushback, from risks. Think about how boring it is when you watch a football game where the players play safe, play defense instead of offense. How much more exciting it is when they played risky and then they surprise your own expectations. That's exactly what flirting really is. It's a playful back and forth where both people feel a little spark of surprise. So here's the shift you need to have. Instead of playing to avoid losing, you play to win. How? Not by memorizing lines or stories, that doesn't last long, as I've said, but by building new habits of thought. Your current habits are to react in a polite and safe way. You're going to change that into new ones, where sometimes you tease her, sometimes you disagree, and sometimes you even make fun of yourself. And to keep this simple, I'll give you 3 easy tricks you can start practicing right away. Okay, so usually when she tells you something that you don't like or that you don't agree with, you stay polite, you brush it off, right? Example, if she tells you she doesn't like dogs, but you do love dogs, you say something like, "Oh, really? That's crazy. I love dogs, but I can understand." Boring. Give her a playful disqualification instead. "You really don't like dogs? I have to cancel the wedding then." She surely didn't expect that, which makes things fun. Other quick examples, she says she hates pizza. "Oh no, this is over. I can't be seen with someone like that in public." Or she says she hasn't seen your favorite movie. You say, "Wait, you've been living in a cave or something?" You're not being mean. You say it with a smirk, as I did, to show you don't take it too seriously. You know, sometimes what someone says has a little hidden meaning. If you notice it, you can joke about it. For example, she says,
I barely had time to get ready.
The boring answer is something like, "Oh, that's good. That's okay. You look great." It's polite, expected, and boring. Instead, you smile and reply, sure, I totally believe you didn't take 45 minutes in front of the mirror. You're not accusing here, you're just giving her a little bit of shit in the light way. If she has basic social skills, she will understand that you're not serious. She says,
I don't usually go out much.
you smile. That's exactly what party people say. The point is not to be right, it's just to add something unexpected and to show you're not taking it so literally. Now, at this point, you probably realize that you never did this before because you were afraid that she might take it wrong, right? Now, here's the thing. If she does indeed react negatively, assuming that your delivery was on point, you can always recover from it by saying the magic words, I'm just teasing you. She only takes it wrong if she thinks you're serious. Once she realizes that you're not, it's fixed. Now you see, the risky move was actually never dangerous, and the safest move was always the riskiest. Now that being said, every good thing comes in moderation, because if all you do is tease her, you will risk sounding a bit arrogant. So to find a middle ground, you can start joking about yourself sometimes. Example, you spill some water, that was so smooth. If you tell a bad joke, I'll see myself out. And if you tease her too much, you can say, I'm an ass, sorry, I promise I will stop now. You feel how this way you can show that you can laugh at yourself, and that's attractive because it makes you relatable and it diffuses any bad tension. So those tricks that I showed you, they break the always nice, always safe pattern. They make you unpredictable in a fun way. You might be thinking, this sounds good, but how do I actually get used to doing it? Because it probably is not what you're used to doing. The answer is practice. So with your friends, instead of just laughing at their story, you add a playful exaggeration. At work, if someone brags, you can tease them lightly. And with strangers, example, the barista, he says, careful, coffee is hot. You can say, oh, you're trying to burn me alive today. The goal is not to be perfect, but to just add that little spice, that little surprise in there. And the easiest way to practice, especially today, is use AIs like ChatGPT to feed you random lines people could say on a date or elsewhere, so you can literally get those drills in and become comfortable before the real situations. And if you want the exact practice prompts that I use myself and my coaching clients, the ones that make this feel natural day by day, just send me a message. The link is in the description under this video. So to summarize, the mistake nice guys make isn't just being polite, it's being predictable. And predictable creates no excitement. To fix this, treat dating like a playful game. You use 3 tricks that I showed you: tease her, call out little hidden meanings, and make fun of yourself. That's how you stop being forgettable and start being fun to talk to. If you want the prompts to practice, you can message me. And if you want to go deeper, you can check out the free 77 pages ebook in the description. It's the ebook that I made that contains 4 phases. What's boring and why you do it, the basics. Getting out of your own way, a chapter where we talk about anxiety, neediness, how to get rid of it. From logic to playful, where we talk about those tricks I gave you, but also extrapolating and exaggerating for comedic effect, using accents, imitations and role plays to add some color, and more. Then the last phase is delivery and calibration, where we learn about how to improve your word delivery, facial expressions, body language, and how to always be calibrated so you never cross boundaries. Check out the video description on how to DM me to get that free guide directly by my hand. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.